Welcome back, y'all, to another video. So today is the much anticipated fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. So before we even get into that main card and get into all the background and everything like that, let's talk about the rest of the fights on the card, because we do have some major fights on that card. So without further ado, let's get to the first fight on the main card. So the first fight on the main card is Bruce Shushu Carrington. He's 13-0 from Brooklyn, New York. He's got 8 KOs, and he's fighting Dana Coolwell from Queensland, Australia. 13-2, 8 KOs. Don't know much about him. Most of his fights were in Australia, and some fights outside of Australia. Don't know really a lot of the guys he's fighting. I do know Bruce Carrington though, and I think Bruce Carrington is going to get it done. I think he wins by unanimous decision. I think this is a WBC featherweight title, and I also think that this is also a bit of a tune-up, just to keep Bruce active. You know what I mean? So without going too much into that, I think Bruce Carrington, unanimous decision over Dana Coolwell. So the next fight we're going to talk about is Whindersson Nunes versus Miraj Goyat. The only reason I'm bringing this fight on the card up is, to be honest with you, Whindersson Nunes, he's an influencer boxer. Well, was an influencer boxer, I guess. He's coming from the influencer scene. And the only reason I bring up the influencer scene is because, I mean, obviously Jake Paul is an influencer boxer, and I think he was really one of the few guys out of that scene that was decent at boxing, that looked good. You know what I mean? Because I did a couple videos on that influencer boxing scene. It looks horrid. Like, why you would spend your money to watch not as good fighters fight? You know what I mean? Especially those that just started picking it up like 2 months ago. You know, I mean, granted, that's a niche for the people that are fans of the influencers, but I wasn't a fan. Didn't like a lot of the fights, and it was kind of poorly run, in my opinion. But that being said, Whindersson Nunes, he's fighting Miraj Goyat. He's a 3-time WBC Asia champion. I don't know much about this guy. I saw him in the weigh-in. He looked like a bag of chips. He did not look good. He looked like he just got off of a bender, had a gut and everything. And I think Whindersson Nunes pulls this one out. I mean, he is a 3-time WBC Asia champion. His record, does sound pretty good for a pro debut fight. Hey, man, that's as good as a name as you can get. Three-time WBC Asia champion. That's you got something behind that. Now let's see how much the merit is in that. But yeah, I think Whindersson wins that. I'm not gonna say round or knockout or whatever, because I don't know much about either one of these guys to even make a claim like that. So yeah, but I still think Whindersson wins that one. So the next fight that's happening on this card, you have Mario El Azteca Barrios, 29-2, 18 KOs, versus Abel Ramos, 28-6-2. Abel Ramos, he's 2-3 in his last 5. And Mario, his only losses are to Keith Thurman and to Tank Davis. So those big ass names, as you can see. Now with Abel, his record is suspect. He's obviously 2-3. I don't see how he gets a title shot. But one name that does stick out to me is the fact that they both fought Yordenis Ugas. The only difference being is that Mario did beat Yordenis, and then Abel lost. So I think that's the thing that kind of like leans me more towards Mario's. I've seen Mario Barrios fight, of course, as well. So I think, by the way these guys looked in their last fights, because I did watch some clips from Abel, I think that this is going to be a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff, and I think this is going to this fight's going to end in KO, and I think Mario is going to win by KO. I'm calling it now. So if you're an Abel fan, I'm sorry. But Mario Barrios, KO. So let's get to the co-main event, baby. This is what I believe is the main event. Now, granted, it's Mike Tyson. I'm never going to talk shit about Mike Tyson, but come on, man. If y'all saw this first fight, because this is a rematch, if y'all saw their first fight, you would want this fight to be its own card in itself, because these broads brought it the first fight. It's Amanda Serrano, and Amanda the real deal Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Amanda being 47-2-1, 31 KOs. Katie Taylor 23-1, 6 KOs. Katie Taylor won the first fight by split decision. Now, I thought Amanda won the fight, but had you said Amanda, Katie, or draw, I wouldn't have been mad, because I knew there was going to be a rematch. They literally threw punches all the way into the last round, and like I said, if you would pick either one, couldn't be mad at you. You know what I mean? Now, do I think Amanda wins this time around? I do think so. I do think when it comes to each boxer, they're both great boxers. They're both great fighters. Katie Taylor, she knows one thing, and that's on switch. Amanda, I think, She also has the on switch, but I also think that Amanda has more tools in her tool shed than Katie does. While Katie goes forward, I think Amanda is able to box, able to move in and out, side to side, slicker boxer. And I think this time around, she'll come with a bit of a better game plan, which not to say her game plan was bad the last fight, because what an amazing fight. But I think she's going to pull out the win because she just has that experience and that boxing level and expertise. So I think she'll pull that one out this time around. I think it'll be somewhat similar to the last fight. I just think there'll be a lot more sticking and moving from Amanda's. Not sticking and moving, but hitting without being hit, from Amanda. I think she's going to really up the levels this fight. In my opinion. So I'm calling it now. I think Amanda Serrano wins unanimous decision this time around. Okay. I'm calling it. All right. So if I'm wrong, you can say something. But on top of that, she's Puerto Rican. I ain't going against a Puerto Rican fighter. You crazy if you think I'm doing that.
Hey, listen, right? It was good while it lasted for Jake.
The most brutal, the most vicious, the most ruthless champion there has ever been.
You better. You better.
Without further ado, let's get on to the main event. Before we even get into like the lead up and the breakdown of the fight, let's give a little bit of background. So Mike Tyson, 58 years old. Yes, 58. He was born June 30th, 1966 in Catskill, Brooklyn, New York. And at age 20, became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Okay. At age 20, Jake Paul dropped "It's Every Day, Bro."
Every day, bro. It's every day, bro. I said it's every day, bro.
All right, so now that my ears are done bleeding, let's continue on. Mike Tyson retired professionally in 2005. He retired on the stool in the 6th round fight against Kevin McBride. And the fight rules are going to be 8 rounds, 2 minutes, 14-ounce gloves. I'm not sure if this fight is professional or not. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. If it is, oh no. I hope not. Let's just let it be an exhibition and move on. You know what I mean? This is why I say this, because, all right, so the lead up to this fight, I think Tyson has been looking really good. He's been coherent. He's been making it entertaining. He's been making this more as the fight gets closer. You really, really cannot wait to see Tyson fight. Neither can I. I stand on the side that I can't wait till Tyson gets in that ring. You know what I mean? I love Mike Tyson. I do think he's the greatest heavyweight of all time, outside of Ali, and maybe now you can maybe start considering Alexander Usyk. But that's just my opinion. But not over Mike Tyson. Now, my fear is obviously age. Now, do I think he has the power to knock out Jake Paul? Hell yes, 100%. Last thing to ever go is your power. You know what I mean? Now, my fear is the fact that at 58 years old, how does your chin test? You know what I mean? Against somebody who is also 220 pounds, who's in the prime of their life, considered the prime of their life, and has boxing ability. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Jake Paul is a professional boxer, because I still think he's a influencer boxer until you fight a contender or somebody in your weight class. But I just 58 years old, y'all. 58. Like, I love Mike Tyson, and I really think if he really gets Jake Paul, it's got to be within 3 rounds. If it goes past 3, I'm shaking in my boots. I'm terrified. I am scared, because it's the more tired Tyson gets, the more that chin is available, and the more that chin is less susceptible to be able to withstand a freaking punch to the face, especially at 58 years old, y'all. I get it if you're riding with Mike Tyson, and I get it if you get hurt if I say this, you know what I mean? But bruh, he's 58. I'm. You're delusional to omit the fact that he could get knocked out. This is very much, honestly, I don't think 50-50. I think 60-40 leaning in Jake Paul's favor. All the cards are in Jake Paul's side, because although weighing, he looked amazing. Abs showing, everything. Slap Jake Paul in the face and everything. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? You're starting to see the nuances of old Mike Tyson, but bruh, he's 58. That's what I'm worried about, bruh. I really hope he gets the KO. I really hope he starches him, but I just don't see it happening. if Jake gets this outside of 3 rounds, I think Jake is going to knock out Mike Tyson, and the whole world is going to be sad. You know, now would I love for Mike Tyson to end this facade that is Jake Paul and end this I'm a professional boxing crap that is Jake Paul? Oh, yes, please. Shut this man up.
You just felt his power. What did that feel like, and why did he do that to you?
I didn't even feel it. He's angry. He's an angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the fuck out. I'm fucking him up, Burial. I'm fucking him up. He hits like a bitch. It's personal now. It's personal now. He must die.
But 58 years old, y'all. 58. And I don't know. I hope he's got the game plan. My opinion, I'm going to put it right out now. My official breakdown, my official opinion is that Jake Paul is going to get him probably in the 4th or 5th when Tyson gets tired, because what's going to happen, and then from what I saw from Jake Paul's game plan, he's going to jab. He's going to want Tyson to run in. He's going to jab. And I hope that's the game plan, because I'm not trying to. If it's me, I'm not running in there trying to outhook Mike Tyson. Yeah, he's gonna jab, and I think he's gonna get him tired, and then at that point, 4th, 5th round, that's when Jake Paul's gonna get him. You know, that's unfortunate. You know, I hate to say this, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope this prediction is wrong, but at the same time, are we just denying the inevitable? You know what I mean? And honestly, I stand by the side. I don't think this fight should have happened. But we're here, and content. So now, here's my opinion. Jake Paul, 4th, 5th round KO. I hate saying it. Please don't hate me. Please don't unsubscribe too as well. Matter of fact, if you like the video, leave a comment. Tell me if you agree at all. You know, tell me if you disagree. Tell me something that I'm missing, or maybe something like that. And then, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Make sure to turn on that notification bell. And then stay tuned for the reaction, because that's coming out tomorrow after the fight. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.